My name is Axel Engvaken. I'm an IT analyst with ABG based out of Oslo, and it's my pleasure to welcome you everyone here today and to this presentation with Napatech. So we have with us Heine Thorsgaard, the CFO, who will lead us through the presentation before we head into Q&A. All right, Heine. So the floor is yours. Please take it away.
Well, thank you, Axel. As Axel mentioned, my name is Heine Thorsgaard. I am the CFO of Napatech. I'm here to present Napatech for you today. Slide 2, please. In brief, Napatech is a Danish technology company developing and selling high-performing network interface cards like the one shown on the slide here. Napatech was founded in 2003 and has from the very beginning been oriented towards customers in Silicon Valley, where most of our customers also are based today. We are a listed company. Napatech is listed on Oslo Stock Exchange and is trading under the ticker napa.ol. Today, we employ around 85 employees with offices in Copenhagen, Denmark, and in the US. And more than 50% of our employees are working with R&D. We have our sales organization present primarily in the US, but also in China and Taiwan and in Copenhagen. Our core competencies lie within R&D and sales, and we rely on a contract manufacturer for production of our hardware. Since 2010, we've worked closely with a US-based contract manufacturer specialized in building complex products in small production series, meeting the extreme high reliability requirements necessary to build hardware like ours. We sell our products primarily to large IT companies and large corporations and government agencies. Slide 3, please. As mentioned, Napatech is developing and selling network interface cards. Network interface cards are hardware components connecting servers to a computer network. They are often referred to as NICs. A NIC is plugged into a server or computer or a piece of special purpose hardware built, for instance, for network management or cybersecurity. All standard servers are built with one or more slots for NICs to enable network connectivity for the server. Without network connectivity, the server is basically useless, and as new servers are deployed, customers need to deploy new NICs as well. There are different kinds of NICs. Generally, they are grouped in 3 categories. First, the basic NICs. These are simple network interface cards that enables basic connectivity from a server to a computer network. Second category is the offload NICs. Besides basic NIC features, offload NICs are able to perform certain fixed data processing tasks, and these processing capabilities are hardwired into silicon on the NIC at the time the NIC is produced, and they are fixed for the lifespan of the NIC. In the last category, you find the most sophisticated NICs. They are often referred to as programmable NICs or smart NICs. Napatech is producing smart NICs. Smart NICs are built with powerful chips on them. In our instance, it's an FPGA chip. And with this chip on the NIC, our smart NICs can perform a variety of different high-performance processing tasks. Where the capabilities of offload NICs are fixed at the time of production, the smart NIC is programmable, and it's possible to change or improve the functionality of the smart NIC by loading new software image on the chip. And this programmability provides a flexibility to networks designed around smart NICs. And with this flexibility, our customers can accommodate the changing needs they meet on their application level much faster than they would have with offload NICs in their infrastructure. But of course, putting high-performing chips on the NIC is more expensive, and where basic NICs start at around $10 each, offload NICs sell from $500 and up, and smart NICs sell from around $1,000 and up. Our position is to play in the high end of the programmable NIC market, where technology is needed to run mission-critical, compute-intensive applications faster, more securely, more efficiently, and with unmatched performance. This part of the market tends to be less price sensitive, with customers needing a technological solution that provides best-in-class application acceleration and security. Our Nics are sold to original equipment manufacturers like IBM, Cisco, Polystar, and the OEMs design our smart Nics into their own products and ship them as an integrated part of their products to their end users. But we also sell our smart Nics directly to end user customers like Facebook, Airbus, or Morgan Stanley, who install our smart Nics in servers and deploy them in their own data centers. Our smart Nics sell with prices ranging from $1,500 up to almost $12,000 per unit, with product margins on average above 70%. Slide 4, please. Napatech's customers are primarily global top-tier customers, and we serve well-known brands like the ones shown on this slide. All of these logos represent customers that placed orders with Napatech in Q1 this year. Most of our sales go to global OEMs with whom we have long-term strategic relationships and where our sales volumes are committed through year-long design win cycles. Over the last couple of years, direct sales to large corporations and government agencies have emerged as a substantial sales channel, complementing our OEM business. We are very proud of our customer list, and a list like this one is a clear testament to the quality of our product. Slide 5, please. When our customers use our smart Nics, they're used to accelerate software. It's primarily software applications within network monitoring and management, within cybersecurity, within financial trading or mobile. Running their applications on our smart Nics, our customers secure better performance, and they offload burdensome and intensive workloads from their CPUs. And using our smart Nics, our customers achieve significantly faster application performance on business-critical applications. They obtain significant capacity improvements in their networks from increased data throughput, and they free up expensive CPU time by offloading their CPUs. For customers, these benefits provide high value, and they are willing to pay the premium for a smart Nic to get this. Slide 6, please. Competing for orders from OEMs, Napatech primarily compete against other Nic vendors, but when selling to direct end-user customers, we also sometimes compete against other technological solutions than smart Nics. Some customers may choose to go for software-only solutions when performance and latency requirements allow this. But the value our smart Nics bring to our customers is high performance and flexibility. And our customers choose Napatech to get this high performance of applications and low latency at high speeds in the data centers, to get better cost performance of their server deployments and better customer experience with computer-intensive applications that simply perform better and more securely on our products. When we win orders, it's typically for use cases like the ones listed in the boxes on this slide. There's use cases for acceleration of open source applications for network management, network monitoring, and analytics. It's increased performance of open source applications for cybersecurity. It's faster, more accurate network monitoring, better packet capture, more accurate network traffic monitoring, and improved service assurance for network applications. All of these are use cases where our solutions today are solving critical real-life problems for our customers. Slide 7, please. The smart Nic market is a very interesting market to be in right now. We are addressing a rapidly growing global smart Nic market, estimated to grow at a 40+% CAGR from 2019 to 2024. Basically, the Nic market is driven by server expansion. Networks are built at massive scale these years, and they are built on servers. Technological megatrends are rapidly changing the way networks are built, but whether it is as part of cloud services, as part of corporate data centers, or as part of the emerging 5G infrastructure, networks are built on servers, and increasingly they are built on standard servers with standard slots for NICs like ours in. Driven by this server expansion, the NIC market is growing, and with the accelerating network speeds and increased security workloads, the NIC requirements are changing rapidly as well. Slide 8, please. As a consequence, the NIC market is transforming. One of the leading industry analyst firms following the NIC market is called Aktier. They have been following the NIC market closely for several years, and they publish very detailed market estimates forecasting the development of the NIC market. In their most recent market report, Aktier estimates the overall NIC market to grow at a 21% CAGR from 2019 to 2024, growing from $1.7 billion last year to $4.5 billion in 2024. But as their analysis also clearly shows, the NIC market is transforming, and where the basic NIC market is estimated to decline by 14% yearly, the smart NIC market is estimated to grow from $350 million last year to $2.1 billion in 2024. That's an impressive CAGR of 43%. Big players like Intel, Mellanox, and Broadcom are dominating the overall NIC market with a combined market share of between 55 to 60%. An additional 18% of the overall market is covered by Microsoft and Amazon producing their own NICs. And in total, these 5 players cover 75% of the total NIC market. But within the emerging smart NIC or programmable NIC market, several smaller companies operate. And of these smaller companies, Napatech is the largest player with a market share of the programmable NIC market of around 7%. We are facing a massive market growth in the smart NIC market, growth fueled by the fundamental megatrends, growth in servers, accelerating network speeds, and increased security workloads. In other words, the future of the smart NIC market looks promising, and the smart NIC space is where Napatech operates. Slide 9, please. For Napatech, 2019 was a promising turnaround year, and we've had a very strong start to 2020. Revenue in Q1 was up 27% compared to last year, and we delivered positive free cash flow in the quarter. The current COVID-19 situation, of course, has brought some uncertainty to the market outlook. But as industry analyst Aktier also reports, the pandemic brings both headwinds and tailwinds to our market space. The headwinds are potential reductions in IT spending at our customers due to their revenues being impacted by the pandemic, or supply chain issues impacting data center operations that are unable to continue with projects and initiatives due to supply restraints. However, there are tailwinds too. We are seeing spikes in demand for application and network capacity in different parts of the market, which spells an increase in demand for telecom and infrastructure. Napatech's revenue is not overly exposed to areas of the market that are most immediately disrupted by COVID-19, such as travel, hospitality, tourism, events, and other areas in retail and consumer. The markets and industries Napatech's revenue is mostly dependent on include telecommunications, cybersecurity, network management, financial services, and banking, and various enterprise and government agencies. Our solutions are deployed in a number of mission-critical areas of the industry, from network management and cybersecurity, and then end-user enterprise and government agencies markets that require mission-critical applications to operate fast and securely. All of these areas are critical during a global crisis like COVID-19. All in all, Napatech expects revenue to be stable and less immediately impacted by COVID-19 in the first half of 2020. And from what we see today, our business is agile enough to find opportunities in this world of uncertainty. Slide 10, please. But let's take a step back and ask the question: why invest in Napatech? First of all, Napatech is a stable and growing company addressing a market estimated to grow at impressive rates over the next 5 years. And we are well positioned to claim our fair share of the market growth. We have a highly leverageable business model where top-line growth quickly converts into profit and cash generation. We are executing on our strategy and we are delivering product innovation, targeting growth in new emerging market segments. And finally, we have a proven technology that we've been selling to global top-tier customers for more than 10 years. And we continue to win new business with top customer brands. To sum up, we believe Napatech is positioned for success with a highly leverageable business model, facing a very large market opportunity. Next slide, please. So if you want to know more about Napatech, I encourage you to check out our website and to look at our recent Q1 presentation and the presentations from our latest Capital Markets Day. You will find these presentations under the Investor Relations section on our website. This concludes my presentation today. Thank you. Back to you, Axel.
Okay, thank you for that, Heine. We have some questions. Now, you mentioned during the presentation that COVID-19 situation brings both uncertainty and opportunities. Now, you haven't made any changes to your guidance based on COVID-19, but as you see it today, would COVID-19 be more likely to make you increase the guidance or lower the guidance? Would you say that it is net positive or net negative?
As we see it right now, basically we can feel both the headwinds and the tailwinds. All in all, it's probably a neutral setup for us with the basic market growth, of course, fueling our business. We in the first half, as I mentioned, of this year, did not feel any negative impacts of the COVID-19, but we clearly see some uncertainties relating to the second half of the year. We definitely hope we'll be able to navigate this uncertainty and continue our growth, but it is an unprecedented situation, and certainly uncertainty is higher now than at the beginning of the year. But all in all, as we see it right now, it's probably a neutral impact by the COVID-19.
Okay. Now, one area that you didn't talk that much about in the presentation is that you are evolving your product offering in the market, and you are, say, in the launching phase of this new virtual switching acceleration solutions. Could you talk a little bit about that, and could that be a potential catalyst for the company already in 2020? How much impact could this new product offering have towards the second half of the year?
We've been working on a couple of years on developing our products within virtual switching, and this is an area where product development and sales cycles basically take a long time. We are not. It's a target area for us revenue-wise in 2021, and we are not expecting any significant impact toward 2020 revenue top line from virtual switching. But we are making good progressing as planned, both with the product developments and with our interactions with potential customers. So we are according to schedule, moving along this, but it is more 2021 impacting the business.
Mm-hmm. You had a strong growth in Q1, and you have high growth in your guidance. Now, for the last quarters, you have produced positive free cash flow. But how do you feel about the balance sheet, and are you sufficiently funded to fund the growth strategy, or would you expect that you would have to strengthen the balance sheet in order to deliver on the growth strategy?
We do feel we are sufficiently funded for the growth laying ahead of us. As you know, we raised cash early last year, and then basically we've been producing a positive free cash flow ever since. So we are not spending the cash on our balance sheet. It's especially in times like this with the uncertainty. It's a comforting thing not to be overly burdened by debt, and so we feel in a good position. We feel we have the strength of the balance sheet that we need, and as I also briefly mentioned, our business model is basically in a way that growth quickly turns into cash generation. So growing forward, we'll be improving our cash position according to plan. If we were to accelerate our investments in new product development, depending on whether or not we feel the opportunity is right, we might be in a position where we would decide to start spending a bit more cash. But as it is right now, we feel good about the cash spend in the company, and expect basically that the growth from the market would be able to generate additional free cash flow for us going forward.
That was very clear. Thank you. So one last question. Now, Napatech is a fairly small company, but with a very impressive customer list. And then given that distribution, would it make sense to maybe do acquisitions to broaden the product and service and software scope? What do you think about that potential to do bolt-on acquisitions?
In the short term, acquisitions is not on the list for us. But if we look further down the line, 2-3 years from now, acquisitions of products or other companies might definitely be a way for us to increase our growth, and we would basically look at that when we get to that point. But as it is right now, market opportunities are strong for us with organic growth, and we are focusing on growing the business organically in the short term.
All right. Very helpful. So I just want to end with a thank you. Thank you for the presentation and for good answers to the questions. Now, from my side, I hope that everyone have enjoyed the presentation, and I will let you finish, Heine.
Well, thank you very much, Axel, and it was a pleasure, as always, talking to you. Stay safe.
All right,
Bye.
You too. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.